Hello there. Well, it's September and I thought we'd have a little look round the vegetable garden. Some things look a bit tired and other things don't look too bad. So let's see how we get on. Well, the courgettes have done well. In fact, we're always forgetting how big some of them are. There's one here. Look at that. Didn't realise how big that one was, but they hide underneath. But so we certainly always get good courgettes. This is my first row of leeks. They'll be the first ones to eat later on in the winter. I always trim off leeks. I trim off the tops several times before the cold weather comes, and that I find it makes them grow really nice. Now the runner beans were a bit of a disaster this year after the deer struck, but can't have everything going right. Now we're digging some very nice parsnips. In fact, I should have started digging them a bit earlier because some had died off and they start to rot. Next time I think I'll stagger the planting so that I can have parsnips for Christmas, but that's not going to happen this year. We're going to have to use them before. You can see how hard it is to dig parsnips up. They've got very long roots, over a foot in some cases, and you've got to be careful not to stick the fork into the parsnip, so you have to dig sort of around it and then loosen the soil. We've got fairly loose soil, so I don't know what it would be like in a clay soil. It would be much harder even. Anyway, parsnips are quite delicious, and I think they're an underrated vegetable. This year we've been doing we haven't just been roasting them, we've cut them into small pieces and then parboiled them and fried them in oil and butter, and my goodness me, they were delicious. We've been lucky with the beetroot. This is about the third planting, and we've done very well with them, and it's a very good vegetable, and it goes well into the winter. Now we've got some broccoli here, some claret broccoli, but that's not going to be ready for a long time. We've worked quite hard to keep the caterpillars off. We've been reasonably successful in that. We've got another bed of leeks. It is a very good vegetable for going right through the winter. There's always a leek available right through until the late spring. We've got some Swiss chard here. There's 2 rows, and that is a good vegetable to grow. And we've got some carrots here. They have to be protected under those things. That's for winter carrots. It's planted where the peas were. The sweet corn has done well. In fact, we've got to pick it. It's otherwise it'll be over. Mary planted the sweet corn and the butternuts, and she looks after them. So this is her part of the vegetable garden. One of the nice things about gardening is that no year is ever the same. And this year we didn't have quite as many butternuts, but my goodness, didn't they travel. This plant was self-seeded, but it did really well, but it's a little bit late. We lost all the apples from these 2 trees to a flock of starlings. They came in, and it doesn't matter how we frightened them away, they came back and they cleared both trees of apples. Fortunately, the starlings didn't get to the apple trees in the back garden, and we've got some nice apples, and one particular tree has done better than we've ever seen. This is a Golden Delicious, we believe, and it really has got some lovely apples. It did produce apples, but they used to have lots of marks all over them. But these look lovely. Anyway, gardening is like that. You have your ups and downs, but it's a lovely thing to do, to watch things grow. So goodbye for now.